Hey Leo, it's Ashley. We're going to do your 2022 full year forecast. So this is a bonus reading. And what we're going to do, we're going to start out with some main themes for the year. And with these themes, my intention is that whatever comes out will kind of be like the thing that you're focused on or dealing with throughout the entire year. So we're going to pull some cards on that, and then we'll talk about what those themes are. Then we're going to look at each month of the year, and then we'll finish off with any blockages to pay attention to, as well as anything unexpected that you need to know about. So this will be a longer video, but I am going to be time-stamping each of the sections down below, so that if you like, you can save this video to your playlist and come back to it each month of the year, or however you want to use this, to kind of give you a heads up on what to expect, right? So timestamps down below, and let's get started. What is the theme for Leo in 2022? It's a main theme for Leo in 2022. We have Creator Fire, so you're definitely on fire this year, Leo. We will look at that in just a moment. I'm going to pull a couple more here. We're going to pull a Major Arcana. And then we will pull a minor one as well. Main theme for Leo in 2022. We have the Hierophant. So definitely some strong learning going on this year. Could certainly be some sort of commitment coming in. Marriage even. The Hierophant can also be like spiritual exploration as well. So for example, ascension. You could be looking at, it's kind of like this experience of being the student and then making your way to being the master. Get one more for Leo's theme for 2022. We have the Queen of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. It's like this clarity as well. Clarity in knowing what you want, what you want to dedicate yourself to. Could also be that even though we have the Hierophant here, which can tend to mean like higher commitment, it's kind of declaring and seeing for yourself that you want to focus on your own spiritual journey here. And it's like 3 levels of learning. Typically the Hierophant holds a staff that has 3 tiers to it. You can see in this depiction, it's this raven holding a key. So it's kind of like finding that key to your own experience here and gaining some clarity about some things. I definitely get a lot of ascension with this, with these 2 in particular. Typically with the Queen of Swords, she's the first air, or rather suit in the swords that has the clouds that fall below her head. So she's seeing clearly. And there's like this gaining wisdom over time. So with that clarity coming in with the Queen of Swords, certainly be quite the awakening year for you, Leo. We're going to look at this creator fire real quick and see what other words it wants to offer. And there it is. Passionate and enthusiastic energies, present in the zest of impulsivity and spontaneity, and in the spark of new ideas. So that's kind of like the wands, the fire signs of the tarot. Really exploring your passions and what really ignites your soul, right? What else do we have here? What's your level of passion for your situation? What's your fiery inspiration? If you could live in a state of inspiration, what would you be doing and what would that look like? It's also a phoenix energy, transforming things into their basic elements and gives them new life. So this phoenix rising, I really like this because it feels like ascension. It feels like this rebirth energy and this deeper clarity of self. Now you could certainly be entering into a committed relationship, and if you already are in a committed relationship, it may go to the next level this year. It could also be that I want to say it's almost like you're setting stronger boundaries within relationships as well. With that Queen of Swords, she takes no prisoners, right? All right, so we're going to look at January through December. I'm going to pull from 2 decks, so bear with me here, and then we will get into the monthly overall. We're going to look at finance, love, and career. So we have January, February, March. There's that King of Swords. I'm going to shift these down a little bit. And by the way, all these cards are not going to fit on screen, so I will hold them up as we get there. Just heads up. 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. I like that because it looks like May, June, you have some sort of victory over a challenge. 2 of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Strength card. So there you are, coming in strong in September. The 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. You get one more for each month. Leo, January through December 2022. The 7 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Empress, the Sun. So there you are strongly again. Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords again, 6 of Wands, also Leo energy. Knight of Wands, the Devil, 7 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. All right. So January for Leo, we have the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. It says, you have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. I almost get a feeling that some of you may be exploring the possibility of leaving a job. Going into another line of work. You might be spending January doing some applications, that kind of thing. Could even be exploring going into work where you are like a solo or entrepreneur. I also feel like money is looking good here. You could be waiting for some sort of return on investment in order to move into something new here. I would be careful this month of any sort of scams when it comes to your finances. Like, be careful of people that would try to take your money. There could be theft that takes place in January, so I would just be very guarded of your pentacles. When it comes to love here, I feel like there's this interesting dynamic going on here. There's a lot of waiting going on, and this contemplation of where to put your energy and whether or not to keep putting your energy into a dynamic. And it could be that there's some separation or distance between you and a partner. It could also be that some suspicions are coming up in the relationship at this time, whether they are just like paranoia or whether they're valid suspicions, right? When it comes to those that are single, I see you staying single for now. At this time, it's like you're trying to think about what it is that you want from a relationship, where you want to put your time and effort, and I don't see you coming to that conclusion just yet. So if you're single, I feel like January is probably a time of kind of being on your own. But I do feel like with this Seven of Swords showing up here, it's kind of like this sneaky energy, right? Somebody that moves at night and tries to take cover in the darkness. And so I would just pay attention to the people in your lives. Even if it's, a sneaky teenager or whatever. So it doesn't have to be like this huge, terrible thing that they're doing, but it does feel like there's something going on under the surface that maybe you're not quite seeing. So pay attention to that intuition. See that moon shining down strongly in this particular image. All right, let's look up February. We have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Hanged Man. It says there's a better way, pause for reflection and insight, dare to be different. So you could certainly be interacting with a Pisces here. It's like you're gaining a new perspective on something. And again, there's this waiting energy that's trickling over from January into February here. But then here comes this offer. So somebody here is presenting an offer. If you were exploring jobs in the month of January, I could see in February there being an offer come in, perhaps more than one. This could also be, from a relationship standpoint, it's almost like coming out of that solitude or that distance and making kind of a token offer of reconciliation, commitment, or just, contact. And I feel like it's a result of the time spent apart and some new perspectives being gained on the situation. If you are already or you're single and you're looking for a relationship, I do feel like maybe towards the tail end of February, something kind of comes in because, again, we're still in this waiting energy. You're really trying to figure out for yourself what it is that you want to invest in. And I feel like that pause slowly lifts and you might begin to explore your options as far as dating, that kind of thing. When it comes to money, there could certainly be an offer coming in that could be very positive. And I feel strongly that it's because someone recognizes the value you bring to the table. So if you've been in a situation where your efforts are maybe not being recognized, I feel like this person shows up with an offer, and it's because they looked at what you have to offer differently than perhaps previous employers, that kind of thing. March, we have the Ace of Swords, so some kind of breakthrough, really nice. This could be a breakthrough in communication. This could be some sort of new beginning here, some new clear truth coming in. When it comes to that ascension energy that we were talking about as your overall theme, I could see this month being a big deal as far as that goes. It's like this epiphany energy. We also have the King of Swords, which again plays into this. This is, for me, this is Aquarius energy again. And it's funny because in this tarot deck, they put the Aquarius energy on the Queen. Now for me, the King of Swords is Aquarius, but it could be another air sign, Gemini or Libra, of course. But with the Queen and King showing up here, there could be some kind of strong soulmate breakthrough that shows up. This could be some sort of recognition that takes place for you in finding a soulmate. There could again be some sort of communication that comes in relationship. Now the King and Queen of Swords are very logical, they're very thought based. I mean, it is an air sign. So it may not be overly like romantic or loving if you've just met this person, for example. It might just start out as being very interested in one another's minds, like you have really good conversation, that sort of thing. And that's kind of what gets the relationship going. For me, the King and Queen of Swords could also be an ex. So this could be a past person that you have a breakthrough with. When it comes to career and finance, I feel like there's a lot of wisdom here. It's careful, calculated, budget monitoring, and there could be some sort of incoming information that you receive that helps you to better plan for or execute your finances here. And if we're talking career, this is super positive because I see you in this place of power, this place of leadership. So there could be some sort of breakthrough that came in February that leads to a position where others are coming to you for your wisdom and that kind of thing. So a lot going on in March there, but it's a good month. April, we have the Empress. So something definitely has this ability to birth something new. There could be an actual child arriving for you in April if you happen to be wanting children or in a position to create children. This is divine feminine energy, so there's a lot of abundance here in April. There's a lot of growth potential, right? We also have the Four of Cups. It says, seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, and be aware of your own emotions. Typically for me, the Four of Cups is like this sort of apathetic or indifference to something. It's like you might be feeling a little bit bored with something, a little bit disinterested. The Four of Cups is also this cup that comes in from the universe. So there could be an offer showing up in the realm of love. You could be meeting a divine feminine counterpart. If you sit in the energy of the divine feminine, it could very well be that you're feeling dissatisfied with your options at this time, especially if you're like, dating and you don't feel like you've met the one, right? When it comes to finances, I would be careful. Not because, we have a ton of abundance here, but with this Four of Cups, this can be kind of like this lackadaisical sort of energy when it comes to your money. So I would just resist the urge to be complacent, because I do feel like there's something really positive going on in your finances so long as you're paying attention, right? As far as career here, something's definitely taking shape and growing, but I wonder if your heart's really in it, if it's really igniting that creator fire, right? Within you. This also feels like a really good month for rest. We've got the Four of Cups, which is sort of like this kind of disinterested energy. And then we have the Divine Feminine. So this could be a really good month to take some time off. Spend time within your own Divine Feminine. Rest, relax, observe, and really kind of go within to get you out of this sort of less interested energy, right? Because there's a lack of spark there. But overall, I feel like it's still that Empress really brings in a good month there. All right, May, loving it. So a lot of fun, a lot of happiness. This is your energy, Leo, and I feel like you're definitely getting this opportunity to shine in some way. It could just be a month where you're really interested in having fun, right? Vacation, spending time with friends, any number of things. And we also have the Five of Wands here. And typically that is a challenge or some kind of competition, some sort of training. So you're going through some kind of challenge in order to reshape you into your best and highest self, right? So this could be competition in the work environment. This could be multiple dating partners. This could also be a little bit of drama within relationship, whether that's love or coworkers or what have you. But there's some sort of competition here. It could be that you're attempting to show what it is that you bring to the table, and that might prove a little bit difficult, but it is a huge far cry from the sort of him-haw energy of April. We got that fire really showing up here in May. And so I think you can have fun with this challenge even as it shows up. It's sort of inspirational to you that it comes in, right? So this feels really positive. As far as finances, I would just be careful about, impulsive spending, because you're in this very bright energy, this super positive energy, and so it could cause you some problems if you get too crazy. I do see you working pretty hard this month. Whether you work for, like you're an employee somewhere or you're an entrepreneur, this is a heavy work month, I feel, but in a positive way. It's going to invigorate you. When it comes to love, like I said, there could be multiple people sort of vying for your attention. And you're kind of more in this energy of like, let's all just be happy and free and enjoy the moment. So watch out for that. But it looks like an overall fun month for May. In June, we get this lovely new beginning, something solid in your environment. So this could be a commitment. This could be a new job. This could be even a new project that you begin to implement and has this real potential for growth here. We also have the Six of Wands. So this is the victory after that battle, right? So we went from the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands here. You're gaining some recognition here. This could be a raise because of how you demonstrated yourself. It says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. And here it is, right? So it could just be a boost in the work environment, some sort of promotion, recognition. This could be a bonus, right? For a job well done or a project that you've recently completed. And this could also be some sort of new fun project that you've started up, because we're entering into the summer months here, right? So perhaps it's even some outdoor gardening or that kind of thing. When it comes to relationships, if you were dating in May, I could see you settling down with one person that you are really excited about in the month of June. Money looks good, like I said, and if you're already in a relationship, I feel like this is an energy of really enjoying creature comforts together. This could be vacation. This could be like going out to dinner and enjoying really good food. You know, kind of like those tactile pleasures. This could be like really good sex, that sort of thing. So, June looks fantastic. We'll get a drink here and we'll move on to July. We have that King of Swords energy showing up here again in July. It was here in March. And we have the Two of Swords. So there's clearly a logical decision that needs to be made here. And I think what you're going to find is that you're going to need to use your wisdom that you've gained as far as this King of Swords energy. This is, again, leadership energy. It could be that you're faced with a decision. But with it being the Two of Swords, we can kind of get to that spot and think it to death. So when it comes to a choice that needs to be made here with the Two of Swords, it says it will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. And the Two of Swords is also, you know, typically that blindfolded woman crossing her chest with two swords, which can point to the need to not only use your wisdom and intelligence from a life of having learned lessons, but also your intuition, because it could be that you don't see perfectly what the outcome will be. So we can get stuck in that Two of Swords energy, being at this crossroads and not wanting to make a choice. Usually the Two of Swords is a choice we don't want to have to deal with. So keep that in mind. This could be about a purchase. This could be about what to do in a job-related situation. This could be a relationship situation. So be prepared for July to be about choices. And striking that balance between head and heart, right? August. Some more Leo energy here with the Six of Wands, some recognition, some victory. Also what showed up in June was that Six of Wands. So you've had another win here of some kind. And we have the Knight of Cups. So could definitely be some serious romance happening here in the month of August. Some sort of message that comes in that could be sort of this romantic love gesture. So as far as relationships, whether you're single or coupled up, this looks like a lot of fun. Like, it's almost like this back and forth ability to really recognize the best in one another and celebrate that and just feel really good, right? This is super feel good energy. You're having a lot of fun together, and could be pretty spicy, pretty sexy. This Knight of Cups can also bring in some other sort of offer. It's a cup, so it's emotionally fulfilling, but this could even be an offer that comes in from a money or work standpoint, but it'll be less about how financially beneficial it is and more because it's so inspiring to you. It makes you feel good to do this thing, right? So it could just be that you've had something you really enjoy is showing up here in August. So that looks really good. As far as money goes, I feel like it feels pretty good here. Like, I think you're just having fun with it, but I don't feel like you're going too crazy. And, you know, just kind of like this being cheered on. You can see she's on a stage. She's in the spotlight, and she's got this victory wreath. She's gaining a lot of attention. So you could be getting a lot of attention in all areas of life come August. September, we have the Knight of Wands. This is like more fire energy, this impulsive, sexy energy here. There could be like you're just chasing after anything that brings you joy at this time. We also have the Strength card, so that's Leo energy. So it could very well be that something comes in here. I mean, you could be interacting with another Leo or a fire sign here. But it feels to me like September is kind of like all about you, which is nice. You're kind of just going after what thrills you. You could be doing a lot of partying, a lot of dating, having a lot of sex. I mean, this is, you know, any sort of fire energy. But also like kind of bringing in this gentle Leo energy here. You could be very helpful and kind to others at this time. Your confidence could be getting a serious boost in September. This is also about facing fears. So if any fears come up in September, I see you kind of just going for it. It's like you're like, I'm not going to let that stop me. So this feels really good. Like I said, relationships are probably pretty fired up. The only thing I'd watch for here, because this is so much about you, that it could be easy to not recognize what other people are needing, because you're very self-focused here. You're going after what pleases you. So I would just be careful that you're not ignoring, you know, those people that are important to you. I think you should definitely embrace this energy, of course, like take advantage of it while it's here, but just pay attention to whose toes you might step on. When it comes to dating, it's a hot month if you're dating and you're not in a relationship, but I wouldn't expect anything that comes in this month to last. This is like in and out energy here with the Knight of Wands showing up there. It could be that you even approach something from a sexual standpoint that you've never done before, and you give it a try. When it comes to couples here, again, you're having a lot of fun here, so long as they're interested in doing whatever you want to do, because I do feel like you're just going after whatever lights your fire here, right? Money, let's not get too crazy. You can get pretty impulsive here, and you could maybe make a move that you wouldn't normally make during this month. So I would pay attention to any impulsive buys, because you're so high on the moment. It's like, this isn't like super responsible energy. This is like, I just want to have fun energy, so be careful about that. And when it comes to work, I could see you having the same kind of approach. Like maybe doing things that you wouldn't normally do. But just remember that this energy doesn't last forever. And so you might have some regrets if you get too crazy in the workplace, saying things or making moves you wouldn't normally make, right? So that's a fun month. October, we have the Devil, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting here. I feel like there could be something that shows up that's quite tempting when it comes to the financial realm. I would just be careful. It could be a situation that draws you in because of all the money involved, but it could put you in a position of being bound to it in a way that you don't like at a later time. And that applies to purchases as well. So it could be like a big purchase, and then we have buyer's remorse because now we're stuck with it and we have to deal with it. Okay. Also, this could be a long-term relationship with an earth sign here. Could be a Capricorn coming in strongly. This could also be the end of a very toxic relationship. So take it as it resonates here. Lots of financial success for sure. It's like you're putting money in the savings, you're investing because there's enough of it that it's you're spreading it around, right? But there could be some darker energies that show up around that specific area. So this could be like taking a really risky investment and it burns you, or maybe going to Vegas and gambling too much, right? This can be like an overindulgent energy because it's so enticing. This could also be if you're in a long-term commitment here and you're building a family with someone. This could also just be a super sexy month for you, like this intense desire for one another. So it can kind of show up in a number of ways, and it'll be unique to you. But I would pay attention to that devil energy. It could be, a lot of times the devil is kind of like a blockage. So, or something that makes you feel trapped. Now you're not actually trapped, but you might not like the other option, if that makes sense. So you just feel trapped in it. This could even be like having worked in a workplace for so long that you feel like there's no other options out there for you. So that could kind of be so it could go positive, it could go negative in the month of October. In November, we're back to the Seven of Pentacles energy that we started with in January. It's like this waiting and deciding on what your investments are going to be. There's something here that you're trying to grow into a harvest. So this can be waiting energy. It could be deciding where to put your efforts. And then we have this Three of Pentacles energy. So this can be love. This can be work collaborations. This can also be like a collaborative friendship. So I feel like in November, you're really deciding what relationships you're going to really involve yourself in. And there could be like this waiting energy. If there's someone you want to work with or collaborate with or be in a love relationship with and build this foundation, this could be this energy of waiting for them to decide if they also want that. It says, do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. When it comes to finances, this looks great. When it comes to work, this looks great. There's a little effort being put in for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for November. For December, I really like this. We have the Four of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So there's clearly a new love situation coming in here. This could be a romantic relationship. This could also just be something you love that shows up. But I feel like it's a result of taking some time out. You know, December, holidays, kind of recovery mode. It talks about meditation, sleep, vacation. This could also be just a period of solitude where you're really diving into what it is that your heart wants, which I feel like ties in closely with your energy for the year, this deep self-exploration and learning. When it comes to spending, I would be careful with that, but not because there's not finances there. I think it's because it just wears you out to go shopping, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, this is online shopping on the couch in your pajamas. When it comes to relationships, like I said, it could be this period of quiet building up to a new beginning here. This could also be that someone shows up in your life and really sparks your emotions, and then you kind of retreat due to maybe some overthinking here. This could also just be kind of a quiet retreat for couples, right? That could re-spark that love between the two of you. So this would be a great month to spend some quiet time with your partner if you're in a relationship. And to me, this feels like more like a staycation at home. But you could certainly go on a retreat with your partner. And career, take some time off. I feel like that will help to get you started in the next year in a positive place. It's like a December showing up as a heavy rest month for all the signs I've done so far. So I'm not really surprised to see that. Okay, so that's all 12 months. Now we're going to look at what sort of blockage might be coming up for Leo this year that they should be aware of. What kind of blockage could show up in 2022 for Leo? We have the Two of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, so for this year, when it comes to blockages, I'd really pay attention to getting stuck at a crossroads. It's like this inability to make a decision, which we did see in July a little bit with that Two of Swords. With the Two of Wands, it's more like this. It's like you're not making a choice out of fear. And it's because you're too far up in your head about it. And so it's like you're creating your own blockage by overthinking something, when in reality, you should be really following your heart, listening to that deep intuition, and really asking the heart what it wants. And that will help you get out of this indecision. So again, this theme this year of balancing that internal fire with that logical mind, that spiritual connection with the logical mind. You know, use all of your resources instead of just your head. Could certainly be dealing with a water sign that has you stuck up in your head. When it comes to the unexpected, what's coming in 2022 that Leo does not see coming? What unexpected? We have the Three of Cups popping out. The King of Wands, so there you are. And the Eight of Wands. I'm going to clarify that with another row. Five of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Could certainly be some sort of movement or communication with a soulmate energy here. And I say that because we had the King of Cups and now the Queen of Cups is showing up. We have the King of Wands and the King of Swords and Queen of Swords also showing up here. So I do feel like this is something very, like you have a dream to be with this person. You're very inspired by this person. You're very attracted to this person. But again, there's this overthinking energy. There may have been conflict with this person at some point that kind of burned you. There could have been some harsh words exchanged between the two of you. But we have the Three of Cups here. It's this reconciliation energy. So unexpectedly, that may take place this year. I also feel like this ties in strongly with that ascension energy. This Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Your intuition is going to go through the roof this year. And I do feel like there's this really happy energy when it comes to that. It's like the new clarity that you're gaining from that ascension is not only lighting your fire, but it's bringing out your innermost innocent self that has a lot of fun. That's the Leo energy, right? And I feel like what you might find difficult about that ascension journey here is the way in which you relate to others. You might get some slack from, friends, family members, people that you used to really connect with. That could change, right, as you go through the ascension process. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of benefit, but you're going to find maybe some conflict with those that you would normally spend a lot of time with or relate to really well. That could get challenging here. All right, Leo, that's what I got for you. Happy 2022. Happy New Year, and I hope you found this helpful. Remember to save this video, come back to it. You can kind of skip around on the timestamps and use this however you see fit to help guide you throughout the year. And it looks like a really positive year for you. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.